Let's question together, my dear friends. Before starting, I'll be reminding you some properties that will be followed when dealing with this question. We know logarithm of a base b power n. Here power n, this is n log a, and log a is c base b can be log a base b plus log c base b. This is on the properties we are going to follow. Now, when dealing with question like this, we need to focus on log base 2, log base 2. That's why we are going to apply log base 2 on both sides. What are we going to have? We have log of x to the power of log x base 2 here need to be base 2, and this is going to be log base 2 of 8x to the power of 2. Now, hope it's clear. Now, first of all, we are going to use this property here at right. That's why this log x base 2 will be coming here to be the coefficient of the remaining part. This is going to be log x base 2 times log x base 2, and this is equal to log 8 base 2 plus log of x square base 2. Now, we know well that 8 is 2 to the power of 3. Instead of having log 8, we need to have log of 2 to the power 3 in base 2. And this and this are similar stuffs. That's why having a times a, this is a to the power of 2. Now, we have log x base 2 to the power of 2, which is equal to log. Instead of having 8, we need to have 2 power 3. 2 to the power 3 in base 2. Plus, here is log x. That's why we are going to apply also this property here to be 2. These 2 will be coming here to be 2 log x base 2. Now, this is equal to log x base 2 to the power of 2, which is equal to 3, plus 3 log 2 base 2 plus 2 log x base 2, guys. Okay, let's now continue with our question. We need to know that log a base a is equal to 1. That's why log 2 base 2 is equal to 1. What do you have? Now, we have log x base 2 all to the power of 2, which is equal to 3, as you see it here. This because here we have log 2 base 2. Log 2 base 2, they have the same base. This is going to be 1. We need to multiply 1 plus 2 log x base 2. And the next is to assume. We just do the assumption by writing t to be log x base 2. Everywhere we have log x base 2, we are going to have there t. That's why here is t power 2, which is equal to 3. 3 times 1, that is 3, plus 2 times t because our t is log x base 2. Okay, now we need to form the quadratic formula here in t. We have to t to 2. Take this 2t here to left. We have minus 2t. Doing the same for 3 minus 3. This is equal to 0. We can solve this quadratic equation by quadratic formula, by completing the squares, and by factorization. Factorizing this, we have t minus 3 times t plus 1. This is 0. When the product of two functions is 0, at least one of them is 0. Means t minus 3 can be 0, or t plus 1 can be 0, or both can be 0. Here t minus 3 is 0. Here t value will be 3. If t plus 1 is 0, here t value is going to be minus 1. The next thing we are going to do is what, guys? Is to replace t by its value. We first assume that t is log x base 2. For t, which is 3, and t is log x base 2, we need to take a 3 here to replace t. This is gonna be log x base 2 will be equal to 3. Remember that 1 is log 2 base 2. 1 is log 2 base 2. That's why log x base 3 will be 3 times 1. And remember, 1 is log 2 base 2. We need to take this 3 to be the power of 2. Now, log x base 2 is equal to log 2 power 3 base 2. Okay, let's hope it's clear by this time. Let's hope this is clear. Because here we have log base 2, we need to cancel log base 2 in order to have x to be 2 to the power of 3. Here, x will be equal to 8. 2 power 3 is 8. Here is the first value of x. Remember, we have two t values. For t, which is minus 1, because another value of t here is minus 1. For t is minus 1, log x base 2 will be equal to minus 1. Remember that log 2 base 2 is 1. We need to replace 1 here by log 2 base 2 because we are working under base 2. Now, log x base 2 will be minus log 2 base 2. We also need to take this minus here, to make it the power of 2. Now, log x base 2 is equal to log 2 to the power of minus 1 base 2. Now we have log base 2, we need to cancel them so that the value of x will be equal to minus 2 to the power of minus 1. X is equal to 2 to the power of minus 1. Remember that a to the power of n minus n is equal to 1 by a to the power of n. And that's why x here is 1 over 2. Now, by this time, guys, we have two t values, of which one is this and another one is this. If this question finds you well and leave you well, what I want from you is to subscribe to the channel of ours, the channel of yours, which is Learn Maths Iga Imibare. I want you to share the video to your friends. Having any other question, you can leave it in the comment section so that next time we'll be working on that question. Thank you very much. May God be with you, my dear friends and followers.